this video, I am going to be answering two of the most frequently asked questions in Anime Fighting Simulator. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be discussing two of the most frequently asked questions, which are what is the best champion and special in Anime Fighting Simulator regarding PvP and PvE. So I'm going to split this up into two pieces. I'm just going to start with PvP and I'll move on to PvE later on. So starting with the specials for PvP, I'm going to hop on right here. So stands. Don't mind this stand right here. As you could see, I did try to spend a lot trying to get King Crimson because I wanted to show you guys why it's so good for PvP. I spent like 500 Chikara shards yesterday and I didn't get to get him, so I won't be able to show that. But for specials, I would recommend using Lord Crimson or King Crimson. If I do get him and people start doing 1v1s and stop doing Juggernaut in tournament mode, I'll show that. Kikuguns, no one uses Kikuguns. Fruits, light fruit is the best for free for all and King of the Hill, so it has a crazy amount of range. And if you're that type of person that doesn't like switching between specials, because that's like what all the pro people are doing in tournament, people who are experienced in PvP and know what they're doing, in a single PvP match like 1v1 they will be switching between 3 to 4 specials and at least 2 or 3 champions. And I do want to get more detail into that, but I don't have time for this video. But if you're you're just not that serious with PvP and you want to stick with one special, I would recommend using Overhaul for stunning people, or Light Fruit because of the amount of range it has and the amount of hits it has. It also has scaled on a bunch of Chikara as well. Quirks, Overhaul, I always combo this with the Bloodline with Copy Eyes, and I just used to switch between Bloodlines and Quirk because it stuns, and then the Bloodline because it makes you invincible. And then you would have, and now I wanted to add King Crimson to my combo because I think you go invincible for another extra 5 seconds with King Crimson. Again, if I do get that stand, I am going to showcase all just mixing these 3 specials together and making the best PvP combo. But for now, PvP wise, I say Fruit is like the best because it's easy to aim with, it's easy to hit, and you literally just get a crazy amount of damage on. If you want to get stunning, I would recommend Overhaul, but a lot of people are getting like Endivores, and it's super hard to stun people now, especially because of that Juggernaut glitch. Everyone has themselves an Endivore. Bloodline, I would Copy Eyes because one, you could dodge all incoming for 5 seconds, and you could also stun the opponent for another 5 seconds. So these 2 moves are a really good combo. An X move, no one really uses it because the new thing came out. The new Bloodline came out for Copy Eyes. Yeah, right here. Perfected Wings is the new and the better version of Copy Eyes. I'm not sure if you could probably use that for tournament because I'm pretty sure it has like the one shooting stars move and then one copy move, and it turns into another one. You just transformation. I don't think it's gonna be good for PvP. So the normal Copy Eyes are literally like the most common one you could get from here. It's Copy Eyes, the first one on the top. So that's going to be super easy to get, super easy to combo with. But if you guys don't want to combo, just stick with using Light Fruit. Ice Fruit used to be good when it was broken, but now it's okay, but it's still not the best. Now move on to Champion for PvP. If we were to come over to Champions, a lot of people still use Endivore, and I don't know why they did change the, what's it called? The description here. Just having Hellflame equipped removes all stun effects, but even without Hellflame effect, you still are immune to stuns. I don't know why. It's either supposed to be like that, or the description is broken. But if you actually do need to have Hellflame on, or if they just actually add that to the game where you need Hellflame on to be able to avoid stuns, that would actually suck because then you really would have to have Endivore out and just start comboing with. I mean, Hellflame isn't the worst. But there's still a lot of better things out there. So Endivore, it's okay, and a lot of people, for like again serious PvP people, they do not use Endivore. They would use something like Rockly. I'm not sure what his name in this. I think it's Pebbly. Yeah, it's Pebbly. I'm pretty sure he boosts 50% damage and nerfs incoming 50% damage, which is really OP for PvP. If you put that on and then you put this Nova thing on, Nova also reduces 50% damage, and then you have Lee, which also reduces another 50% damage, and together that's a full 100% damage. So if a player is hitting you without any boosts on, they would literally be doing 0 damage to you if you have Lee and this Nova thing. But if they have any other boosts on, they'll be doing a bit of damage to you, but that's really OP for PvP. So if you don't have lead, that's again from the fighting pass. Escanor, but that's also from the previous fighting pass. Anyways, so that's for PvP. Again, I really wish I could get that Lord Crimson or King Crimson and destroy people in tournaments and show you guys how it works. If I do get it again, I'll for sure 100% make a video on that. Another thing is yeah, overhaul isn't even that rare. It's 11.6. Yeah, overhaul is super easy to get. Alright, I'm going to be moving on to PvE and bosses. So again, starting from specials, I'm going to go all the way down here again. Stands, no one uses stands for bosses. I'm not sure if if you could get a proper boost on and find a stand which like the rapid punches move. What's it called? This move. If you find like a stand that does like a crazy amount of damage with that, it might be super OP for bosses. But other than that, I haven't seen anyone use it. And the only reason is because the boss does a crazy amount of damage if you stand right under him. So a lot of people don't use that. And then we have Cocoons. No one uses that again. They might actually buff these in another future update or something, because these are absolutely useless. No one uses these. There's only like one person that I do know who uses what's it called? Who uses, what's the thing called? Centipede for tournaments, and he absolutely just destroys. Like these things actually look super cool. Like the model and everything looks perfect on it, even the blue steel one. And then the animation and the hit animation, everything looks sick, but just absolute trash. Like, what is that supposed to do? You can't even aim. It's just literally the way you face. So yeah, that's something no one really uses. Next up, fruits. People that use ice fruit when it was broken, and some people still do use light fruit, but it's not the best for PvE. Quirks, no one uses quirks for PvE. Grimoires, this is something I used to use. Wind Grimoire was for because it has a crazy amount of ranged moves. If I press the Z move, it shoots a bunch of arrows. That's like 5 shots right there, 5 or 6 shots, and it has a super low cooldown, so I could just jump up and just shoot it again. The cooldown on that is super low, and it gets a huge amount of hits on. It is a good amount of damage, and it also shoots up pretty fast. So it's not like wait, wrong move. It's not like this thing where you would shoot it and it takes another like 10 seconds to go and hit your opponent. You could literally just shoot this out, and like it's already caught up with the things. So that could actually. But then I just press out and start flying. So yeah, that's something super fun to use. And also if you jump up. For people who use combos, this move will keep him up in the air for another extra 2 or 3 seconds, which will give them time to reload all their moves and start spamming on boss again. So that's something I would also use before, but now since I have like the cooldown, the half cooldown game pass, I don't really need it. But that's something a lot of people, other people do use. But the best special for PvE and for bosses is the Kurama Bloodline. I'm trying to look for it. Yeah, the Nine-Tailed Fox. I'm gonna quickly show you guys a clip because I did already I did record this part yesterday of me defeating the boss with no champion on and only the Kurama Bloodline, and then I did another part where I fought the boss without any boost or without any specials or anything on, and it took me at least 3 or 4 times longer being the Kurama boss. So for speeding things up, and then once you do have all the moves and you can literally just spam from above, Kurama Bloodline is the best for almost every boss that is out there. I use it for every single boss whenever I do boss fights. That's all I use. It has a crazy amount of boost to all your attacks, and then if you stack that up with another champion, which I use Escanor, but once I do get Pebbly, I'll probably be using that because it nerfs another extra 50%. So that would be for PvE specials for bosses. Now for champions, Pebbly again will be the like the smartest choice for doing an extra 50%. But let's say you don't have the half cooldown game pass, and you don't have that many moves that you keep dropping down. If you have finished this, then the fighting pass, then Marco would be the best choice. And that's because Marco heals like a crazy amount of HP, and even if you have the Phoenix Fruit as well, you could just keep healing yourself over and over and over again. But that's again if you like you spam 1 or 2 moves, and then by the time you could use it again, you already fall down. But literally, I could just stay up in the air with using like 2 moves. Yeah, again, it's not the best. Oops, I just killed someone. I feel really bad for them. I think I have a kill quest, so that might be kind of worth. Yes, I do have a kill quest, so that was a waste of a kill. Anyways, so yeah, Kurama Bloodline for bosses, and then we have for champions, Marco, again, they're not really the smartest choice because it just heals. If you're that type of person that just likes to go under the boss and just spam their moves, then I would recommend Marco. But if not, Escanor, and if you have Pebbly, then just use Pebbly because of the crazy amount of boost it does. For PvP, Pebbly is also the best because of the crazy amount of damage it boosts and nerfs. If you get another champion that's like better than Pebbly, that does like extra more than 50% and that buffs more than 50% and nerfs incoming damage by more than 50%, then that would be like the most OPS champion in Anime Fighting Simulator. That would probably just break the game. People would be just taking like -5 damage or something. Yeah, that would be really OP. And the only problem with the Kurama Bloodline is it just boosts and nerfs incoming damage, so it doesn't really have any extra moves where you could use from yourself. But that's why you literally just unlock every single move in the game, and you can just keep spamming that over and over again. So you don't really need extra moves. You don't really need extra moves from your other specials. So Kurama Bloodline for that, and Pebbly and maybe Marco. It's all up to you guys on how you combo it. And hopefully I do get to grind some more Chikara shards and get myself a Crimson, and I'll be making a video on that because that will be super important. It's like one of the best combos in Anime Fighting Simulator. Another thing is that when I do get King Crimson, I want to show in 1v1 in tournament because that's like the only way I could do it. I don't really know anyone that has the same TP as me, but the only problem with tournament is everyone's using Juggernaut mode because I don't really know why. I'm not sure how worth it is. I haven't been doing tournament for a long time because I'm already stacked on CP. I don't really need more. But again, if I do get King Crimson, I'll try my best to make another video on that for the best combo. And I think that's going to be it for this video. And let me know if you guys do have any other, you guys think any other specials would be best for PvP or PvE. I didn't even go to these ones actually. Sword styles. Sun style was OP for Inferno because it was extremely glitched. You do like 7 tick damage, and per tick you would do like 500 damage, which was super OP. But people do use Moon style, but the only thing I don't like about Moon style is it doesn't keep you up in the air for long, and it's super hard to combo with. But it does a crazy amount of damage. I think it does like 180 times your sword scale, but I'm not really sure how good that'll be for bosses. A lot of people still do use it though. Armaments, no one really uses it. And then yeah, Pyrokinesis, which people say is really OP, but I don't really think it's that good for boss fights. For PvP though, it might be okay because it has a good amount of stun moves, and Titans is just good for trolling and just running around the map. And now I'm gonna have to go and grind for more Chikara shards, and hopefully I get myself a King Crimson. And I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if it was, and if you guys do have any other special suggestions, and let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.